I'm numb, there's no healing. And the only way to love you is to swallow the knife inside of time.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, VDC. My name is Sonder. I am alone on the desk for tonight, but that is okay because we have an interesting match to keep your attention other than me. Today we have one of the quarterfinal games for the Apprentice tier. We have MF versus PA going head-to-head to see who will go into the semifinals. I'm very excited to see how this will play out tonight. I believe we will probably go straight into map bans because I don't have any additional comments on top of being excited. Yippee! Straight into map bans. I'm not really sure what teams prefer. I don't have any big inside scoops. I know MF just had a little bit of a roster change, having lost MF Drag, who moved over to a different team. We see Lotus out first, which I think is fair. I'm not a big Lotus supporter. I don't like those three map sites. Lotus and Haven could explode and I'd be pretty happy with it. I don't think we'll see a bind game here. Breeze, that's what I meant. Mostly because I don't think MF are very good at it. But PA Bennett, first pick is going to be Icebox on the side of MF. I feel like that's pretty typical. I've seen a lot of Icebox, I think, recently. PA going for the Sunset. I know that's fair enough because I know Queenie plays a lot of Clove, and I feel like Queenie's on... Queenie's on PN. It's been 7 years. Clove is very good on Sunset. They might have a Clove player, who knows. Bind gets banned from MF. PA goes for Split, which makes the Decider Ascent. A boring map, but we will see if we even get there. PA has gone ahead and picked defense for Icebox, and MF picking attack for Sunset. Believe, attack is the favored on Sunset, and I have no clue for Icebox because I don't like that map, so I don't pay attention to it. But definitely a better pick for MF to pick attack on Sunset. PA goes ahead and takes attack for Ascent, with MF taking defense. PA getting the shorter end of the straw for Ascent, but perhaps they won't even make it that far. We might see a 2-0 from one of these teams. Doesn't matter though, we're going first map into Icebox here shortly as soon as the teams are ready.
I'm introduce myself. Alright. I'm Stampy Longnose. First time casting this season, because I'm kind of lazy, so hopefully it's not that bad. I'm a little sick, so my voice is a little scratchy. Looking forward to tonight's match. MF versus PA, right?
Yep. Over for you.
I think Icebox is an interesting pick here. I mean, I don't know a lot of teams that like Icebox. I particularly don't. PA is going defense first, which is, I think, is a good pick. Defense a little easier on Icebox. Good first pick, allows them to warm up.
I think I've seen a lot of Icebox picks. I think it's more preferred over the Breeze and the Split, 'cause I know a lot of teams don't really like those maps. So having Icebox is sort of, man, this kind of sucks, but at least it doesn't suck as bad as these other ones, sort of thing.
I see it over Breeze, but I tend to like Split more. I see like a little bit more easy. I think Icebox is a lot slow, so that's why I don't like it.
That's fair. I mean, any map can be slow depending on how you play it, and I think I've seen a couple of MF games. They do tend to be slower, so maybe that's why they picked it.
Maybe. And then map 2 is Ascent, with MF going defense first. Very defensive sided map, so I feel we'll see some good plays from MF, hopefully, on the defense.
Attack for Sunset
Ascent
is the decider.
Ooh, my fault. Forgot it's best of 3. Yeah, we're in playoffs now. Sunset's a good map though. I like that map. Probably one of my favorites in the pool right now.
Sunset's pretty good. You see a lot of Cypher prevalence, which I think is a little boring.
Yes,
but...
very boring. Especially when it comes to Senti, I'm more of a Deadlock fan.
Ew. Regardless, doesn't matter what Sunset comps are, we go straight into Icebox, straight into Agent Select. Seeing what these teams will hover.
It's the Chamber hover.
There's a lot of Chamber players in Apprentice, huh?
I like it. I like Chamber picks on Icebox. I think it's definitely better than some of the other duelists. I mean, other Sentis you can get like Cypher.
Duelists? My face of land. Ace looking into Fade, and then a KO as well as a KJ on the side of MF. I feel like that's pretty standard, especially with the Viper Jet on the side of PA. Still that Chamber hover. I believe in it. A Viper as well from someone. How do you feel about the double controller? Yeah.
With Clove, I like it, especially sacrificing one of the duelists for a double controller. I like it a lot. I think it allows more flexibility on this map.
Yeah, with Clove you can definitely get away with it since they're able to play like such a duelist overall with their pick me up and their decay.
Yep. Solo initiator Gecko is definitely interesting. I feel like not a lot of info like you get with like a Cypher or Fade when you're starting to take A site. Very easy to just push up and abuse the closer angles.
Definitely a little bit weaker, but you know, who needs? You can't blend your teammates, and also who needs info when you can just kill them, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point. So we don't get a quick load-in time.
I feel like a bee hit. Nope. They changed their minds. Yeah. They changed their mind last minute.
They switched it up very quick. A little bit of a stack towards A coming from LG or PA here.
Yeah, PA stacking towards A and MF looking to default it out. Royal is gonna lurk up in. Ace trying to take this fight with this chamber, trying to dodge but opts not to, instead taking the pure gunfight and wins it out on Imperial Greek. That is the first pick for MF. That B site is going to be completely free, so PA going to have to play the retake, trying to take a little bit of aggression towards mid, but end up only getting the turret. The plant does go down. It is suddenly a 3v5 with Coach Sheeran catching out Bobbert. The Glove is able to get that trade, however, so it is evening out. Cheerleader able to catch the other Viper, and Zion able to trade back onto Cheerleader. It's a 2v3, so not the most uneven. Royal trying to hit the shots onto the Jet and is able to. Also gets the Clove as well. Round number 1 goes towards MF.
I got really your like how MF opened up with a from the front. Default there. I don't see a lot of defaults on pistol rounds. It's kind of like just run onto the site and hope that you beat everybody there.
Definitely stops the mega flood of everyone just coming once one person is seen. You know, Royal taking a little bit of aggression towards A. There's also a little bit of aggression towards mid, and then that pick over on the B side. But this time, it looks like we're gonna try and push that all-out aggression on towards A. The KJ turret to hold mid, which might immediately get shot. Royal looking to make the first contact. Is able to get one shot onto Zion, but is also shot in return. This is not quite a force from PA, but Zion did pick up that Marshall. The immediate rotate out towards B. Cheerleader jump spotting, not quite seeing anything as Imperial Greek is playing back, but he knows he can hear them and also sniff them out. Look at where Royal is, the absolute demon up on that box. The plant does come down, Searing does get mollied, but it only does a little bit of tick damage as they back up to play the post plant again, but this is a little bit more even than it was before. That molly is still on that spike, unable to get broken. I believe now it is gone. The first pick does go towards MF as Royal is able to catch out the Clove from his lurk up mid. Ace is able to catch out Imperial Greek, and their new player, the KO, is able to catch out Zion. Royal is all alone towards mid and does get picked out by Bobbert. This is looking like another clean round for MF, or clean-ish, as Ace gets a 3k and secures it.
Seeing that MF is a quick to rotate team, especially when it comes towards the A-bomb site, you know, they hit the KO knife. I believe they hit all 3 with that KO knife, and then, you know, they decided to rotate, not trying to lose their buy round to forcing it down to 3-man.
Definitely a good call from the side of MF. Going into this, they do have, like, a good buy. On the side of PA, you know, we see those Vandals, an outlaw from Zion, but on MF, everyone has basically a rifle besides Ace, who is sticking with his Bulldog. We are going to see a little bit of a default come out again. There is 3 players on MF looking towards B, and Blossom is posted up towards mid, trying to see if she can get any over aggressors. There's going to be a little bit of noise pushed towards A, perhaps the fake, because the spike is towards B. Royal, with that in his paws, is going to get the plant down, or no, Searing had it in his paws. Royal is able to catch out Imperial Greek. Cheerleader trying to catch the mid crosser, but is unable to get those shots off. It is only 3 players on MF towards the actual site, while the rest go in.
No PK.
There's a fight being taken towards mid. Cheerleader is able to catch out Zion as the defenders now try and get the spike defused. Bubber is still trying to take a fight towards mid. Royal is able to catch out the Clove, but
standing.
Peach is able to catch out too. It is now a 1v2. Bobbert was still trying to take that fight towards mid, but wasn't able to get anything and help her team. Fortunately, that is going to be another round towards MF, but PA is beginning to fight back. Oh, no gun saved.
They lose Bob right there at the end.
Unlucky.
I think both teams are playing this fairly well so far. Both seeing what other teams gonna do. MF is doing a great job of splitting the map, and PA is doing I'd say a pretty good job of playing as a team, even though it hasn't been working well. But you can see they're starting to get into a rhythm. Definitely a closer round there. 1v2 going into it.
Definitely a closer round. I don't know if they weren't expecting MF to all have guns, or if, just some unfortunate circumstance. They keep seeming to get caught out by those mid players, so I wonder if during their timeout they're gonna talk a bit about how to not die.
Yeah, I think that's one of the downfalls of Chambers on this map. Like when you have KJ, you can get the turret down mid, and you really don't have to have as many people holding it. But Chamber, you kind of have nothing besides yourself to be able to hold the mid space there. Maybe when he gets the operator online, it'll be a little better, but
yeah, it is a little rough to have just a Chamber, but if they're able to get their economy up and they're able to get an off into his paws, then should open up a little bit more space. We are going to see another weak buy from the side of PA as they lost their buy, but maybe they're eco demons with the sheriff and the marshal and some stingers, but we'll have to wait and see. It's gonna look like another B push, but PA are pushing themselves. He's gonna push MF back as Cheerleader says, hey, they're all pushing B, doesn't that make A free? Zion is immediately picked off by the KO, and the rest through the smoke he catches out the Clove as well. This A site is completely free as Peach tries to see if they can catch anything, but unfortunately the first shot goes a bit wide and Royal is able to get their head as they run away. It is going to be a 2v5 retake, which is a bit unfortunate when you're on your eco, but we'll see if they can do any damage before this round comes into a close. They are going to swing with the Dizzy, but it isn't going to flash anyone. Ace is able to get one, and Royal with the other, a flawless for MF.
PA, I like the play there from PA, stacking towards B side, but I think they revealed themselves a little too early, allowing MF to be like, okay, there's a lot here, we're just going to rotate, and they started to do a good job, but then they started to get picked off PA as they were waiting for the retake.
I do wonder if it would have been any better to play quiet there, but I suppose we will never know because the round is over and we are going to go into a quick tech pause as we're having a little bit of issues. This does give us a little bit of time to yap.
Yeah, I think both teams are playing this fairly well. First half, a little bit of rust, trying to figure out what each team's gonna do. I think PA starting to figure out that MF is starting to rotate quick off pressure. So maybe they'll start to anchor a little bit more, and or maybe they'll get a little aggressive like they did that one round on their eco. Trying to bait them into a pinch.
Yeah, definitely need some sort of a mix-up here from PA. First 4 rounds not in their favor, but they can be silly and get the 5th, and then suddenly the map is theirs.
Yeah, I mean, still early on the game. We're going into the 5th round right now. Both teams doing fairly well so far, from what I've seen, at least positioning-wise, you know.
Okay, so enough about the actual game in front of our faces. Let's talk about the overall implications of this. This is quarterfinals, right? So, whoever dies here dies in real life. Not really. Whoever dies here does not get to go into semifinals. And what were the teams who had the bye? It was Casey and someone else, right?
OS,
It was, yeah, Casey and OS who got the buys, so whoever wins this goes against one of those teams next.
That will be an interesting match. I think whoever wins here kind of deserves to play OS. You know, good matchup. OS has been the top-rated champ from what I've seen so far in the Apprentice season. A well-deserved bye from them.
Yeah, I think, you know, both of those teams are at the top because they deserve it. So I am interested to see, you know, how these games go and how that if that means anything going into the teams that had the bye, you know, show how good they are. If there's like an overall stomp for these 3 games going into Yan versus Casey, how, you know, this boosts their ego.
Looks like we'll be getting ready to go right back into the game after the tech pause is over. MF showing a little more presence towards B here with the lurk towards mid, and PA's just defaulted out.
We are going to see a lot of aggression towards B again. Ace is able to catch out Greek initially, and that leaves the Clove all alone. That Deadeye is going to see her, unfortunately, and is going to give Ace the free kill. Peach is trying to catch something, but is traded by Royal. This puts PA into a terrible place as it is now. A 2v5. Zion trying to take some aggression towards mid, is able to catch out Auxiliary. Now a 2v4. As these defenders try and retake all of MF posted toward the back of site. Coach Learning is immediately caught out, but Royal able to get the 3k, able to secure the round. That is 5 for MF.
See a little bit of aggression there from PA, sending 2 out towards B main, but unsuccessfully getting picked off. I think maybe they'll decide to play a little bit more passive there, or do you think they're going to try to keep the aggression up?
I don't know if it's the aggression that's hurting them, or if it's just the fact that I feel like I don't know if they're not holding the angles correctly, but Ace just keeps getting those opening picks. It's almost like he's expecting someone to be there round after round. So it might be worth trying not to just push this as they continue to push that B side. Royal is searching for someone. Will they know that there's a Bucky in that corner? Perhaps not. Royal jumps up into that box, does get taken down by Imperial. There is a little bit of tick damage onto Ace, but Zion is able to get that headshot. Peach is caught out over on A, unfortunately. That is more or less a free sight for them, but the B aggressors were taken down, and that is guns in the hand of BA. They are trying to sneak through as that spike does go down. They are... Oh! Bobbert! And her teammate absolutely tearing through. Imperial Greek is able to catch out Cheerleader, and this is going to be the first round over for PA, a Thrifty. Not a real Thrifty, I guess, but...
Not a good enough Thrifty.
A good enough Thrifty in my heart.
But I think that's a great way that they play to kind of set up a trap play towards B there, allowed the Jet to make noise, kind of bait Royal to push up, making him fight a hard angle just to get picked off by the Bucky. And, you know, I feel like that was a good pick, allowed him to get a gun. And on the retake on A, they just played very well together with the Gecko utility saw, Pobber throwing the blind, forcing the KO off the angle.
see we have 5 ults on the side of MF right now, and we do see that Royal does have an operator in his paw, so trying to see if he can get anything with that aggression, but no one from PA is going to take those aggressive angles into him, sort of just waiting. Nikolai is going to try and take a fight into Ace, but ultimately swings back around. That turret is going to catch someone who is pushing up B, but ultimately
Flash.
dipping out. Ace is able to catch out Bobbert as they continue to try and push into this. But the call is being made to rotate, it seems like, as the spike swiftly moves away from that A site and towards B. Imperial is the only one on this side of the map, but the lack of noise, well, they know that something's up, and it seems they might as that Fate Eye does go down. I do know that Blossom's up on that box, but Ace is close nearby. Peach is gonna try and catch out this mid lurker, but Searing is going to win it. Imperial is able to catch out 2. Zion catching out the KO. It is all up to Cheerleader. Up on that box, does get dinged by the classic, and the Clove cleans it up. That is another round for PA.
Looks like PA starting to get a little bit of momentum
Weapon choice.
here.
It is so
They pick up the
personal.
operator, going into Jet's hands there.
I'm not sure if the attack op was the call of all time, but it certainly was a call.
Definitely was a call. You saw that MF was willing to fight a little bit more there before they rotated. Do you think they're starting to feel themselves? Like, maybe they're gonna win more fights, they don't feel the need to rotate, or?
Get out of my way!
I don't know if maybe it's an ego thing, but the chamber off is popped and one gets down. He is on top of that box, and Imperial has no clue, so Royal does get the trade after a while. Zion has the up but puts it down. He is low, 100 damage, but Zion is better with the op, he says, and Royal falls. Bobbert trying to make some space towards mid as Ace unfortunately falls. Cheerleader's able to catch a trade, however. She is alone in tube now. The KO is going to get the spike down, but it is pinches on pinches on pinches right now.
Last player standing.
Peach is able to catch the planter and is all up to Blossom now. Is sort of planted for her, but she's unable to get that first pick onto Bobbert, and that is going to be round number 3 towards PA.
Definitely a little bit more mid presence there. I think that's the first round. MF has gone fully mid. It was working early on in the round, and then, you know, as the operator started to find that pick on the Royal, the momentum slowed down, allowing PA to regroup and kill the guys off in kitchen. See that, one thing I see that's interesting, I mean, is that MF is throwing that default wall towards B every round from what I've seen. I haven't seen him throw it on A. I could be incorrect though.
It is a lot of aggression towards B. Royal trying to catch that operator player, but is unable to get it and gets a couple peeks regardless. Zion trying to see if he can get another angle, but that Viper wall is going to stop that. The Viper ult does come out as well, trying to give MF a little bit of leeway. The first pick for MF does come through. Imperial falling as well as the Clove. Ace able to catch out Zion. That op is out of the question now. The attacker Killjoy ult also being played, but Cheerleader does fall as Bobbert catches Ace as well. This is quickly turning into a even fight, but as I speak, Peach is able to get caught. Bobbert does catch out Searing. It is all up to this new pick up of the KO Wingman on the defuse, but it doesn't matter as Bobbert falls and Wingman disappears.
MF finds a foothold again, allowing them to get around, making it 6-3. PA. I thought that was a pretty good retake from them. Unfortunately, the Viper ult kind of shut down that operator. And then the missed op shot on the fade there.
It is good retake. It was close for a moment, but we are going to see another, looks like another B take. They are favoring this B side as it looks like their A attacks haven't been winning it for them. Royal dashing up, Imperial trying to take some aggression, but is pushed out, forced to TP. A lot of util being thrown, not quite anyone being caught by either of the initiators. They take the orb and then they go to rotate. Blossom is the one who's pushed up. He does hear that there are a little bit of Peaches. That is a judge in the paws of Peach, but it does fall as Blossom gets the headshot. Royal trying to see if he can catch out any more aggression. There is a jet going up heaven. It might have heard the footsteps. That is an operator in the hands of Zion. The first shot does miss. Coach Searing is able to catch out Imperial. Royal still holding that back, is unable to catch anything, does fall. Bobbert trying to see now if she's able to catch a kill, but it does look like the side of MF is falling back, trying to play that post plant. Ace is up top, hiding from these defenders as they flood around on his team. Unfortunately, unable to get anything, and suddenly this is a round for PA to win as Zion catches one. Drop it all up to Coach Searing, and unfortunately, an op is better than your Vandal. Round number 4 to PA.
Seems like once PA got that op in their hands, they've been finding the rhythm, you know, getting a lot of picks off on the opera himself, Royal. But, you know, maybe Royal buys another op and we'll challenge that operator. We'll see how that goes. MF on a little bit of a low buy here, forcing up. Looking towards maybe mid here. Sitting around and spawn doing a little bit of a dance. Oh, they're gonna try their A luck here.
Does look like they are gonna go towards A once again, which is a little curious. They don't seem to win this side of the map as they do be trying to take the early pick, but unable to. Coach Searing catches out the Clove, and Bobber is able to trade, getting one onto Royal. However, that Bait Dog is going to bite her, and Ace is going to get that kill. This is looking like a better round for MF. Peach is able to catch out Searing with the Viper Molly, as well as Ace up top, and Imperial is able to catch out Blossom. It is all up to Auxiliary. A 1v3. Zion still has that operator, and Imperial is able to get picked out. This is looking a little bit better for the side.
One enemy remaining.
The shorty shot misses.
Oh,
and he catches out Peach as well! Oh my god.
It looked like it was going towards MF.
Last
and then
round
PA, and
in
then
the
MF
half.
Back to MF. There at the end there. You know, we saw Fuzzy getting a pick with the Viper Molly. I haven't seen that since the nerf. Making that thing do not as much damage. We see that MF is on. Oh, they're forcing back up again. Most of them with light shields, light shield rifle. We see Jet have that operator again, holding towards B. We'll see how this goes.
Zion is going to pick up that off again. He is going to get KO flash, so that initial peek is not going to go through. Imperial is able to catch out that KO, however. Zion does miss his shot onto Searing, unfortunately, but does look like MF is going to push back, going to look towards A once again. Peach is trying to see if they can catch anything in mid, but unfortunately not. Searing is left alone to regroup back with his team towards A. Royal taking a little bit of tick damage, but Cheerleader's able to catch out the Clove, as well as Bobbert. That is a free A site. Now a 3v4 retake for the side of PA. Imperial going to be able to sneak past that KJ turret. KJ nerfs going real hard. Coach Searing does have that mid lurk, as he always does. Might be able to catch out Zion as he tries to push in. Oh. Does catch out Zion. Imperial is able to catch out Cheerleader, as well as Royal. This is quickly evening out. Ace able to catch out Peach. It is all up to Imperial, and time is running low. Unfortunately, not able to catch the shot onto Searing. That is the last round of the half. 8-4.
Switching sides
in favor of MF.
Definitely a better half than, you know, it started to seem like was going to happen. Down, what was that, 4 rounds off the start, losing their bye round from PA. You know, Maybe PA will find a groove here on attack.
Maybe attack is just the easier half. Maybe they picked defense first because they knew. But it will look like maybe a bit of a default here from PA as we move into the pistol. We have a 2-1-2 setup, which I think is pretty typical for defense. We'll see the Viper lineup for mid immediately go through. I believe that KO Knife only scanned one as the attackers seem to push up a little bit of everywhere. Imperial trying to see if he can catch out anything, as well as the Clove trying to see if they can catch anything. Cheerleader is going to chill in their smoke.
Where are you?
Ace, I don't think, yeah, Ace did not see Imperial, does get a bit of tick damage. Zion is able to catch out Ace, and that is more or less a free A side, but Royal is saying, hey, mid isn't free if A might be. They are going to be able to cross. Cheerleader is able to catch out Peach, and Zion was able to catch out Searing, who is on the mid, but Royal still is there, able to catch that trade onto Zion. It is all up to our Clove player with 7 HP and a Dream, and unfortunately that is going to be the pistol round for MF.
You know, they did a great, I feel like PA and MF did a great job there playing their sites. Unfortunately, MF got picked on A site, but Royal picking one back off mid kind of allowed them to even it out and slow down the momentum as they're transferring onto A, allowing just the retake to be way stronger than, you know, you would anticipate on a pistol round.
More or less a retake as of just finding that single player, but we will see MF with a buy. Outlaw, Marshall, Bulldog, pretty decent guns. Zion is going to have a Shreo, so if there are some nice headshots that can come off, we might see a little bit of econ damage toward the side of MF. Again, a 2-1-2 setup with KJ and Fade a little bit towards mid. Cheerleader trying to catch something, but is unable to as she gets run down by the might of PA. Auxiliary trying to see if he can get anything, and does. Royal catches Imperial Grief as well. There's a lot of attackers up towards kitchen, but I think they know. Good KO Molly out as they try and recover this attack. That is one player taken down, and it does
One enemy remaining.
Plant won't
Spike
come down
B.
as Searing catches out two. It is all up to
One
Peach.
enemy remaining.
Is able to catch out Ace, but that is Royal with the Outlaw able to get the last kill and a round for the defenders, albeit an expensive one.
New Outlaw
Race into the
skin.
spike site.
Looks good, I will admit, for their first Outlaw skin, I do like it. I think your theory was correct earlier. You're seeing the rounds become a lot closer as, you know, PA started to swing angles a little better, but unfortunately PA is just not able to finish out some of these rounds. Maybe we'll see a switch, or maybe MF will finish off these next 3 rounds with a bang.
We'll have to see, as it looks like an A fight this time. MF is on quite a weak buy. They still have that Outlaw in the paws of Royal, but Peach is able to catch out Searing initially. Ace is playing that headshot angle, but is unable to get any damage out. Royal going to rotate. Ace is able to catch out Greek and gets shot by the eye. Royal does fall up in heaven as Wingman gets that plant down. It is now a 2v5. Suddenly a 2v or a 1v4. There we go. Peach is searching for it. Is going to get it. Round number 5 for PA.
Maybe we'll see some momentum off that round from PA, you know. It seems that PA likes A more, and MF is more of a B-sided map. Or MF likes B more than
Need a drop.
A.
Thanks.
Even with MF stacking towards A, it seems that PA is still starting to go towards there again this round. And you know, they have the Viper on the lurk with no Viper wall down. Interesting.
Towards I was gonna say the start of the map to throw the sniper wall down, but we don't see one. Royal with the op is able to catch out Imperial initially. They are going to continue to push this A side regardless. Oh. Ace just barely able to skirt away with his life. Royal misses the op shot and Zion does get the kill and as well one onto Ace. This round is suddenly a lot more favored towards PA than it was before.
Spike planted.
Spike does get planted. Tail blind comes through. It is able to catch that Clove, but it is a 2v4. Cheerleader is able to catch out Peach on their lurk. Zion maybe about to get caught out, but doesn't look like Xuri is looking the right way. Zion with the 3k does get traded out by the KO. Now a 2v1, but I don't think that really knows where Bobbert is. I don't think Bobbert's gonna push either. Chilling back there, and I don't think she really has to. Oh, there we go.
I will say, I think
That's
that
right, you
operator is bad luck every time it seems that MF finds an operator on their team, they tend to lose the round. Maybe it's better to stick with rifles here.
Yeah, I know that Royal fancies himself an operator or a sniper, just in general, but it's not seeming to help their case, as, you know, every time they have one, it looks like they lose, but...
I mean, I think he's doing pretty good without the operator as well. I mean, I feel like there's no need for a change with the rifle if he's doing good with it.
His shots are good regardless. We are going to see another push towards A, it seems. Zion trying to see if anyone's playing that stinky headshot angle, but Ace is playing a different one this time. Coach Steering is caught out first. First blood over towards PA. Ace doesn't hit that first initial shot. Dizzy. Goodbye, Dizzy. Zion is able to catch out Royal, who was playing with the shorty. Imperial is up top. Brooklyn able to catch out Cheerleader on the push.
Last player standing.
Ace unable to get that kill.
Spike
Clove
planted.
on for a 3k. It is all up to Xuri. In sort of a hopeless retake. A 5v1. You could ace. I trust it.
I believe in it.
6 bullet single? Yeah, you could ace.
6
Imperial going to search desperately for the kill. Each might is gonna take the swing. Shots are not connecting, unfortunately. Looks like he is going to try and die to the spike, but instead dies to Imperial's girly pop vandal.
I was
Round
getting a
number
little
7.
worried that they were gonna try to save the Stinger and Deagle combo there.
No.
You see that maybe PA starting to get a little bit of a footing here on their attack round, 7-10, going into the 18th round.
Right there.
Getting more comfortable in their plays for sure. I'm wondering,
Let's
you know,
go.
depending on how this round goes, if we're going to see another time out from the side of MF, but we are going to see this time some B aggression as well as some mid. Royal is going to push up all the way towards A, isn't going to see anything, but is going to catch out one of the players towards mid. The first knife missed, the second knife, unfortunate. There's going to be some aggression towards kitchen. Imperial does catch out the first pick on to Cheerleader,
That's Spike,
as
Wings.
well as Xavier getting picked off in kitchen. Plant is going to go down. There are a lot of players in there. Bond, Coach Steering is caught out now.
Got your fun.
Okay, a 2v4 as the Clove does respawn.
enemy
Is able to
remaining.
catch out Ace to keep themselves alive. It is all up to Royal, 8 HP, and a Stinger. Oh. Is spotted. They are terrified of him.
That was our
A
bet.
4k for the Clove and an 8th round for PA.
Maybe we'll see a timeout from MF here. I really like that push from Royal up into A, allowing the team to quick rotate. It's just unfortunate that it seemed that PA overwhelmed the B site there with their push. Fortunately, Royal was not able to pick anybody off their mid, but, you know, space is space. See that PA is hitting A here with MF with a stack towards A.
MF with a stack was on catching the immediate pick on to Cheerleader. A bit unfortunate. Royal also falling. This is quickly not looking good for the side of MF as it is now a 3v5 as the attackers are going to push out onto that site. They give it up entirely to try and play for that retake. Ace still is over on the B side, perhaps watching to see if it is a rotate, but that Gecko plant is going to come through. The rotate comes through as well. Searing is able to catch out 3, but Zan has 3. It is all up to Ace on his rotate to see if he's able to get any pressure. I don't think he is unless PA gets a little bit silly with it.
There.
They're not going to get silly with it. Ace is going to die to Spike.
Come on. Come on.
Die to Spike you shall. Round number 9, PA. This is getting a lot closer. Do you think that surely a timeout comes out?
I would, yep, there it is. I was about to say, if it's not this round, I don't imagine it comes out for the rest of the game. But, wonder what they're going to try to change up here, MF. Maybe they get a little bit more aggressive. Royal knowing that he was able to take all that A space for free. Maybe they try some flanks here. You know, they notice that they're fighting a very one-sided battle on their retakes, maybe.
Yeah. I'm...
Here.
You know, PA definitely have picked up the pace winning those rounds, so I'm curious to see what MF will change going forward, to see if... I'm not sure if they're gonna shoot for, you know, this is all they get, try and thrifty them, or... Well, I guess it's not a thrifty, I guess they have a decent buy at this point, but...
Yeah, each of them should be able to buy a rifle. We see that they have a KJ, KO, and Fade ult. Great ult for a retake, while they or a PA just has a Gecko ult and a Jet ult. But you know, they're pretty close to the Viper ult, so maybe we'll see they start to farm orbs. Hoping to get that Viper ult down. Operator in Chambers hand this time around.
Turn out.
With PA starting to go maybe towards the defaults, and MF stacking heavily towards B.
MF are definitely stacking B. Spike is going to be towards their stacked site. Peach is able to catch out Royal, but it is immediately traded. Well, I guess not traded. 2 different people die, but it does look like the rotate is going to come through as to say, hey, all of are over here. Let's go towards A, I suppose. This is their favorite site. They are going to be lurking up, trying to see if there is any aggression here, but it is just the KJ setup at this point. Robert sends the Thrash through to clear the site, and clear they will, as no one is there at all. This is a free site for them to plant. It is going to be planted upper as MF look to retake with 4. This is
Spike planted.
Even battleground for them. Ace is able to scan 2. The defender Killjoy does come out, which is going to have to push the attackers away, but instead that Clove is going to push. Bobbert trying to take a fight with Ace. Unfortunately, it doesn't go. Imperial is able to catch 1 with his op, but that... What? The spike was not planted upper. It was planted lower, and unfortunately that is a round for MF.
Yeah, it seems that maybe the Gecko might have misplaced that planter there, or he just wasn't thinking about the retake. Looks like MF extends their lead by 2 rounds.
I think it was a misclick. Because I feel like I saw that Gecko look up trying to plant it up there, but alas.
Where are you?
Looking like a lot of key aggression as a handful of the attackers do get scanned. Imperial still does have that op in his paws as it was saved from last round. Ace taking a little bit of a fight towards mid, but Kitchen is absolutely free as the Clove lurks on up. Imperial is able to get the first pick onto Auxiliary, and Ace does lose the fight to the Clove up in Kitchen. This is more or less a sight for them as Royal dies to Peach. Now a 4v2 as Cheerleader and Searing make their way over. Sun is up in mid, trying to see if he can catch anything, and
Horrible timing.
just misses the timing.
Last player standing.
Ooh, it does catch out Searing. Now, all up to Blossom. All up to Cheerleader. 1v4. I think she might play for exits off the safer gun.
PA closed the lead there to 1 round. You know, we start to see more operators in PA's favor, or more ultimates in PA's favor come online, like the Viper ult and the Chamber ult. While, you know, MF has been holding on to this fading KO ult for a few rounds here. Maybe we'll see him take him out here.
Definitely
Or
are holding
retake.
on. I don't know how well the Viper ult is, how well that works when you have an operator. But I guess we'll see how they play it. Another push towards A, it seems, as MF have pretty weak of a buy. Are gonna walk into 2 shotguns, however, Royal with a shorty and Blossom with a judge. The wall comes up and the Royal unable to catch anyone. Cheerleader unable to catch anyone as well. That is 3 picks towards VA. Imperial catching out Auxiliary, and that Viper ult will come through. The plant comes down. It is up top this time, so it is going to be planted for the op. Don is able to catch out Ace, and again, it is all up to 1 member of MF, all up to Coach Searing. 5 HP. This will be a call to save the gun, but they know where he is, and I think they're hunting him. Oh yeah, they are.
Looks like he's trapped here on the corner of the map.
Oh!
Chamber runs right by him.
Oh no.
Found them.
Turrets destroyed.
Oh, he's slipped right past everyone's radar. Coach Searing lives another day.
Chamber unfortunately missed him on the clear there. Probably wondering where this guy just went. We see that PA ties it up here to MF. MF still with 2 ultimates. Maybe they didn't want to use them on a save round there. Maybe MF happy that they used that PA used that Viper ult on one of their save rounds. We see that Royal pops back that operator. Maybe we'll see an early pick or maybe an operator battle towards B here.
Up the up
Or A.
indeed. That up is on A, and it does look like PA doesn't care to go that way. Ace has a judge, his paws hiding behind that wall. There is a scan on to.
Back to me.
Oh, Dizzy's dead. R.I.P. my son. Nine is able to catch out the pick, but Ace catches
Spike
one with his
down
judge.
B.
Bobber does fall, and Searing is able to get the Jet. Freak Imperial all alone with his operator versus a judge in a corner. Peach is able to catch out Searing towards mid, so it is evening out just a little bit. Imperial looking
One
to get
enemy
the
remaining.
spike, but Ace gets him with the judge. Peach is able to catch out Cheerleader in mid. Now, a 2v1, but Royal has that up. Misses the initial shot.
See that Royal backs it up here.
But Ace is posted up with that judge. Oh no.
Did
There
I
it
get
is.
inside your head?
Good little judge round from Ace there, getting 3.
Match
Through there on
point.
the Gecko, the Chamber,
Weapon here.
and that last person there. See that MF extends the lead by 1. Seems that MF has held the lead this entire game with 1 round tie. Maybe we'll see these 2 ults come out for this final round. See that PA is going towards A here with the Royal Operator. Maybe we'll see the
You want to
pick on the
play?
jet
Let's
here.
play.
Royal holding that angle while Zon drops, goes up belt. Starting to work this A with a Royal pick. Gecko flash goes out. Smokes go down. They're starting to spray through the smoke. Royal misses the op shot. Viper wall goes up. 3 pushing A. PA finds another pick. MF backs up. They have 3 ults here. Maybe they'll play retake 3v3. Wingman starts to plant.
Spike
Auxiliary
planted.
starting to peek. Switch up close. KO ult goes down. 3v1. KO finds 1. Close ult goes down.
My turn.
You know, I think it's very weird that Clove can pop the ult while KO ult is up. But,
Switching sides.
I
Overtime.
guess it's not its intended design. See that PA brings it into OT here. MF starting on attack. See that maybe they go towards A here. You know, changing stuff up. We know that they favored B. Have a couple going towards mid here. See that Zon forces the op on the defender's side on B. PA is 2-2-1 or 2-1-2, sorry. Viper defaulted wall towards B from MF. Knife goes down. Seems that MF is starting to work their way up towards A. Royal's about to peek belt, it seems. Worried about an operator in Zon's hand, jiggling it. 3 towards A on PA side. PA finds a pick on MF cheerleader towards B. Royal's out. Pick on Ace. One down. MF finds 1. PA finds 1 in
Last player
return. And
standing.
MF finds another. 1v3. Operator holding the angle. Op misses. Silly finds 1, taps to plant, and goes down to Fuzzy Peach.
Switching
See
sides.
that PA takes the
Match
lead here
point.
going into OT. MF on defense, maybe getting a little worried here. Does Royal buy the op? He does not. Looks like Royal's going into the defender round with a rifle here, maybe trying to switch it up. Ace buys a judge. Maybe hoping to get some of that judge action again. Maybe get another 3-piece on PA. See that maybe the PA is looking a little more towards A here, hoping that MF pushes out on the defender round. KO knife hits. PA starts to walk up towards A. Royal holding a tight angle, fakes the going up the zip. Royal close right. They might not clear him here. Viper wall up. Looks like they're a little bit hesitant to hit the site. Wait, hoping that Chamber finds a pick here, maybe. Looks like Ace starts to walk it up, falling into Chamber's trap. Gecko and Clove back it up towards mid. They have 2 towards mid on MF side here. Looks like they start to switch towards B. PA backs off of A and starts to head towards B. Top towards mid. Ace finds 1, gets traded out by Greek. Gecko flash down, does not hit cheerleader. They all pass cheerleader, not getting cleared. He finds 1.
Last player standing.
1v4 and 1v3 in Bobber's hands here. Auxiliary and KJ on the B bomb site.
30
Looks like
seconds
Gecko
left.
might back out here. 30 seconds. He changes his mind. Peeking from top white. Robert slowly making his way.
Wingman's planting.
Plant goes down. Wingman starts to plant. Destroyed. 13 seconds left.
10 seconds left.
Robert finds 1. KO flash
I got
goes
the
down.
spike.
Flashbang.
Another KO flash. Taps. Royal. Don't know what happened from Royal
Did
there.
Royal get flashed by his own teammate?
I didn't think that Royal was
Switching
flashed there. I don't know.
sides.
From at
Overtime.
least what I saw, I didn't see Royal
Win.
being flashed there,
Show
but
me where to go.
you know, could have been technical difficulty on my end.
Well, regardless.
Looks
Unlucky.
like MF ties it back 13-13 going in the second OT here. MF starting to start with a default with KJ lurking instead of the Viper here. Viper Orb goes down mid. Imperial finds another pick on the person lurking up B. 2 going towards mid, Viper holding it. Orb goes up, 3 walking up mid. With Ace walking towards B. Looks like they lose some momentum at the Viper Orb. Will they push out? They do. Pushing towards A, it seems, here from mid. Viper's close with 2 on A. Will they find a pick on the Viper here? Viper finds a pick on Cheerleader. Finds 2 on Auxiliary.
Last player
And
standing.
then finds his 3rd on Royal. He's shaking his head, no, no, no. A little scared here.
I think he's nervous.
I think he's getting a little bit of the jitters. He's a little scared here. 1v5 here, full util. Finds his first onto Clove. Gecko Blind hits him. Taps. And goes down to Fuzzy with a 4K. Fuzzy was the iron wall there mid. Stops 3 of them and then
Switching
finds his
sides.
last pick up on the
Match
Ace on the
point.
A-bomb site. Good hold from PA there. Now let's see if PA will finish this out or we'll be going into our 3rd OT. Looks like that cheerleader wants Ace's skin. But Bobbert and friends going through going to A here.
He's gonna also pick up an operator and able to catch out the auxiliary. Royal misses the initial shot with his op. Misses the second shot as
Use
well.
that. Enemy down.
Pickle Flash goes out. Ace finds 1 with the Judge. Get ult orb here. Ace might find a second here on next to the Viper wall. It seems that PA opts to back out. Going towards B here. Free B bomb site for PA. Viper backs out, starts to rotate. Looks like Chambers running quick clear and everything. He beats him to the B bomb site. Viper here alone. Might opt just to wait for his team. Does not. Swings to Chamber. Now trapped left side. Kitchen. Smoke goes down, allowing the Viper to get back out. Opts to stay with him. Coming from mid. Royal gets kicked off.
Had your fun.
Close all things up.
Serum does catch 2.
Broken shot on the back from Cheerleader. Bobbert's found back yellow. 2v2. Bobber has Molly. Molly down.
Imperial has
One enemy
the
remaining.
flank. Oh, it catches out
Cheerleader
cheerleader. And it's
And-
over. PA take
Attackers
map
win.
1.
What a good little comeback from PA there. You know, had a couple times where PA was down a couple rounds. Seemed that they were able to work it back. 1-0 in PA's favor.
For sure. Definitely a really close match if you can't tell by the overtime that we were forced into, and a pretty close scoreboard. Zon able to almost top frag, followed by their Clove. A good play from both teams, but I think we'll go into a 5-minute break as we prepare for map 2 Sunset.
Which has MF defending first, I believe, if I'm correct.
MF attack.
MF attack.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be starting with the rougher side. Hopefully they have a switch around like how PA, or not hopefully, but we'll see if they have a switch around like how PA did on their attacker side. We see that Bobbert had 10 plants, oh my.
Gecko moment.
Gecko moment. Seemed like all the other plants were split between the rest of the team on PA side. for on MF side. All right. What do you think the comp is gonna be here for? We saw that the chamber pot came out there from PA.
We'll have to wait and see. We'll take 5 and then we'll come right back for map number 2.
are burning to break free. Do you feel anything at all? While I lie here on the ground, I felt you take over my mind. When I knelt to beg you for your time, and like a bitch I let you in. But now I'm slowly giving in to ending it. Erase me. I'd
everyone, as we return for map number 2 in our quarterfinals Apprentice. We have Sunset with MF on attack and PA on defense. Excited, Stampy?
I'm excited to see if they bring that chamber back out. Maybe instead we see a little more than a cipher pick here, and maybe make it a little bit more exciting here.
I think that you are going to be very disappointed.
Oh man, spoil the fun.
Yeah,
But,
sorry. Spoilers in the script. 2 ciphers.
Oh brother.
This guy's
Not to hate on Cypher, but not a fan of the trips.
Regardless, I am excited to see if we're gonna see another close game like we did on Icebox. Hopefully not even more overtime, but we'll see.
Yeah. I think overtime makes it interesting, especially for quarterfinals.
They're already allowed to go 3 maps. Come on, man.
You're right.
Some of us want to go to bed.
Whoa. I woke up at 6.
Yeah, well, you're like 13.
Okay. Unfortunately, all my excitement is gone. I was really hoping for a chamber pick.
Yeah, sorry. It is what it is. Cypher is legally ordained, however, we will go straight into, I believe, agent select, right? Meow. Standard picks. Cypher, Jet,
No
Raze.
chamber.
Maybe like a Sova. Something to break trips. I feel like Clove is pretty
Clove might be an
typical.
interesting pick with the Omen as well.
I mean, they played double smokes before, so I mean,
Yeah,
Maybe-
but no way to break the trips might be a little interesting.
they can go over it. Is the thing. They've got the Jet, they've got the Omen, and maybe they're just not scared of searing. Maybe they're just saying, "Hey, just kill him, Lamau."
Maybe. We see that 2 Jets come out. Jet on each side, and, pretty typical comps from both.
The Jet 1v1 returning.
Returning for map 2. Maybe we'll see the operator back out.
I don't know how I feel about the solo Gecko. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like it's pretty chillin', but I mean, they made it work.
They did make it
Math.
work, map 1.
Yeah. Ace, a fade main, so it seems, and we're gonna see a breach come out as well. I guess for the trip breakage,
Yeah.
as well as the flashes through the walls.
Hopefully we have another close game here. Makes it a little interesting. Getting into semis. Whoever wins this plays OS.
And then whoever beats OS gets to go to finals.
Yes.
We are gonna see MF on attack first, which is, I guess, the favored side on Sunset. So I'm curious to see. It looks like we might see the all-out B push. Spike is towards there, which might be a little bit interesting considering they don't have. Well, no, they do have the trip breakage, but I'm curious to see if it's going to matter
Yes, this should do.
at all if Imperial has the
Yeah.
tech. Yep, a quick B push as Royal absolutely charges through, looking to get through that doorway as soon as that trip is taken care of. Cheerleader is going to try and take some aggression. Bobbert. Oh, on one side, Peach is able to take out Ace on the other side of the map, and Cheerleader does fall to the likes of Clove. Zahn is able to get Royal as well. This is swiftly falling into a defense favor as Searing and Deep Breach rotate back towards A. Are going to be hard fought as Bobbert is able to catch both of them, and that is a flawless for the defense.
You know, we saw that MF did their typical split pistol round, but you know, it seemed that PA was ready for it and kind of pushed out towards A, and then backed off, allowing them to bait the Clove into fighting, thinking that she was going to be a free pick.
PA said, "Hey, we've got your number. We remember what you did last round or last map." So
flawless from PA. Didn't give up a single kill that round.
Definitely prepared for this time. We are going to see what looks like to be a flood towards A. Victims come out and Dizzy spots everyone. This is a horse from the likes of MF, perhaps catching PA off guard. It is a 3v4 at this point. Royal is going to be able to run down Bobbert. Peach does catch out Royal and escape with their life. Imperial is on the flank, but they know due to that tripwire is able to catch out Cheerleader, however, despite being a little bit decayed. This is suddenly a 2v2, however, Peach is at 19 HP, does make a footstep, which gives Auxiliary the know-how to get the kill, trading the Spectre for a Stinger. Imperial, 32 HP. Coach Searing not doing any better, and Auxiliary also low, but time is slowly ticking down. Searing does get picked off. And so does Auxiliary, but Imperial doesn't have the time, I don't believe.
Yeah, no, the stun going down there from Auxiliary's slowing Greek's approach onto the bomb, not allowing him to defuse it in time. I think, honestly, he has time there.
I think, yeah, that stun won them the round.
Which is just unfortunate for them. You know, MF forced, and it went in their favor. I think that maybe they thought that the Gecko blind hit a lot more. They played a bit more aggressive, wasn't expecting the Stinger out there, and unfortunately got picked off. See that MF is doing another default here with a little bit more pressure towards B. Oh, a lot more pressure towards B here.
Definitely deciding to switch it up. Searing, of course, taking his lurk all the time. There is 2 more players up towards mid. They are going to get that gun down. Bobbert able to retrieve the Vandal, and Peach able to catch out one before being traded by Ace, and Ace also being able to catch out Imperial. This is a 2v3, however, there is a Vandal in the paws of the Gecko. Royal on a bit of the flank of his own, able to catch out the Clove. Now a 1v3, a little bit
Spike planted.
bleak for the side of PA as Bobbert tries to see if she can do anything here. Cheerleader trying to see if she can get a flank, but Bobbert does catch out Ace with a nice one tap, trying to see if she can catch out Royal, but unfortunately not, as Blossom circles around to pick up that gun. Round number 2, MF.
Looks like MF wins what was supposed to be their bye round. But, you know, I guess we will see how this goes. And I've never seen somebody, or I rarely see somebody force the first pistol round of a game. I'm surprised it worked out. We see that MF is definitely about to hit A here from 5 people towards A. Cypher going towards mid.
It's a flip-flopping they're doing, and PA seems to know just a little bit. Ace falls initially, but Royal and Cheerleader are able to get trade kills of their own. Bobbert is the only one left on the site, trying to see if she can get anyone else. That smoke isn't going to save her life as Auxiliary catches her out, but Peach is able to catch Cheerleader as well as Royal. Auxiliary trying to see if he can get the trade of his own, but the Omen TP's out. Searing is on a flank, and Freak on a flank of his own is going to have to deal with those Cypher trips, but Peach trying to see if he can jump spot just a little bit, trying to take that fight with Auxiliary,
there.
but the defenders
player
are
standing.
split. Peach is able to catch out Auxiliary. That is a 3k for the Omen. It's all up to Searing, but Peach is better with a 4k. Holy moly.
A 4K from Peach there.
Indeed. Imperial just there to collect the defuse. 2-2.
Big fan of the Omen aggression there, allowing him to get to back off and then secure that
We know more
those
than we
last
did
2
before.
kills on that retake while he waited for that Cypher to come back. But we see that they are going to not switch anything up on the defender's side. Maybe thinking it's just a fluke there. Oh, never mind. They're sending 3 towards A. We see the Omen and Bobbert towards B again.
Maybe giving up on the little flip-flop dance that they're doing as they go to commit towards A again. Royal is able to pop his knives, but Dizzy does get shot down, so they do know that the aggression is going to be towards this side. Ace, or Royal rather, jumping out of that smoke, but looking the wrong direction, does get picked off. Coach Searing does get sprayed through that smoke. Robert trying to see if she can get anything.
One
Does
enemy remaining.
catch out Auxiliary
Spike
as
down
Peach
A.
catches out Ace. It is all up to Cheerleader, who fortunately ends the round with a flawless for PA.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just came down to that clove one way that PA threw down. Royal jumped out of it looking the wrong way, and then after that, MF lost their momentum almost completely.
Yep. They're trying to get some aggression with those jet knives, but looking the wrong way, looking towards the wall isn't going to get you the kill that you're looking for. Unfortunate for them. They are going to try this A push one more time. It looks like Searing and Royal over towards the other side of the map for a bit of a lurk, but the aggression is going to come out fast. The metal is used as well as the breach stun that Zan is going to be able to pick up Searing towards mid. Royal is going to try and see if he can get anything over on this B side. There isn't the entryway trip, so he is going to be able to sneak his way in. Does hear... Oh, Zan, but he does hear the trip as well. The rotate is going to come through. Ooh, the timing. Royal is able to catch out Zan and is going to push back towards Swan. Also able to catch out Imperial, looking the wrong way. Ace unable to catch out Bobbert in his lurk towards mid, but Royal still is lurking around in the smoke. Pickle ult does come through, trying to get any of the defenders, but the majority of them are out towards main. Royal does have the good timing, or ooh, unfortunately, they have his number. They got the read. Peach unable to get anything. Auxiliary catches the Omen. That Wingman
Last player
is
standing.
gonna try
One
and
enemy
defuse.
remaining.
Unfortunately, doesn't get half, and time is running low. All Cheerleader has to do
you in a
is play the time. There is no time. Gets the kill, but will die for it as well. 3-3 for PA.
A good close match from both teams so far, as we see one round going either way. We see that, you know, that breach ult came out on the post plant there, allowing Auxiliary to find one and
goes
then
here.
killed the Gecko wingman
That
there,
goes there.
stopping it from getting half. We
Yeah.
see that MF is going to go towards B here, or mid it looks like. You know,
Yes, this should do.
fortunately I think PA is going to read that and send more pressure towards mid.
One way. That's crazy. Zon trying to see if he can get any mid aggression, but he does get stunned. Is able.
One
Royal
enemy
isn't able to
remaining.
get anything. Cheerleader does get one.
Spike
Imperial
down,
gets the
mid.
trade onto Cheerleader. It's all up now to Coach Searing, who is left alone in B as his team gets absolutely destroyed in mid. Kind of just lurking to see if he can get anything. There's a trip on that entrance, and that's not gonna break. Peach is around, maybe to catch him off, but he's either gonna have to walk into that trip or go elsewhere, because there's no way for him to break that without walking into it. The rest of PA is sort of content to just chill out in the mid. The call to save the gun might be made as we sit for the last 30 seconds of the round, because I don't think Siri
30
is
seconds left.
too ambitious to try and fight. His trip does get broken, so he is wary of someone pushing. Doesn't look like he's gonna push too far out
10 seconds left.
himself.
Looks
The
like they're just
time
gonna
ticks
let him
down.
save the gun here.
Yeah.
You know, which isn't the worst outcome for them, you know.
The economy on both sides, well, at least on a couple members of PA, is a little bit weak, so letting MF save the one gun is pretty fair. There's going to be a timeout coming through.
We'll see that maybe MF, you know, they've been running a lot of defaults, at least recently. You know, maybe they'll go back to what was working, the A hits, or just hard hitting a site. We haven't seen it. Ooh, here comes the operator. As I was just about to say, we haven't really seen an operator yet. Here it comes out from Zahn on PA.
Here. I feel like, I don't know how much I like the op on this map, just because I feel like a lot of the angles are a lot closer, so it is a lot easier to sort of shut it down.
Yeah,
Unless you're
especially
playing mid, but
them having a breach might be able to punish that operator,
mm-hmm.
pushing them off angles a little easier than if you had like a Sky or a Gecko.
Brother Son is opting not to buy it
Decided
as
to
he
change his mind.
he hears my thoughts and buys a Vandal instead. MF on the biggest eco of their life. They did give Royal that Vandal sort of as a hero buy as they look towards aggressing mid, it seems. Zahn is able to catch out Ace initially, and looking for another, does catch out Royal as well, but Auxiliary gets the trade. The Vandal is recovered. It is a 3v4, however. Cheerleader has a Stinger trying to see if she can catch out any aggression, but no one is going to be pushing up. It is all going to be towards that mid side. They are going to wiggle their way towards B, but again, that trip is there, so unless that breach has the util to break it, that is going to stay up, and the breach does not have that util to break it, so they are going to have to walk straight into this, alerting their presence towards everyone. Camera does get broken. There is an Omen wiggling towards mid, but they are going to make the call to rotate. Cheerleader is able to get some tick damage onto Bobbert, which is a good start. The metal hits directly. Cheerleader forced out as they recover their HP. Now looking
30 seconds
towards
left.
mid. That spike stalled and spawned, sort of unsure where to go. The door for mid does get shut, which shuts off their pathways. It looks like they're gonna have to commit onto the B end, but I don't know if they're gonna have time to get onto that site. Imperial, they might have
10
heard the
seconds
jump
left.
up, but they're gonna have to walk straight into that
enemy
trip.
remaining.
Imperial getting to
Spike
Cheerleader
down B.
all alone, gonna walk into this trip as well, unless she jumps over it, but then she is known, able to catch out Bobbert, which is a gun recovered. Able to catch two. A gun recovered, but another round for PA.
Able to get two there at the end. You know, we see that that timeout came out before their eco round. Maybe they'll try to switch something up now. You know, no operator yet, so you know,
This is a
maybe
nice
we'll see faster pushes coming out from MF. I think they were a little antsy from last game. You know, when they had the operator they had to swing against.
We will certainly find out. Zon is able to catch out Searing in the mid. That lurk absolutely shut down. There isn't any grips this time. No, there is. I just can't see them because I'm blind. Royal is caught out by Imperial despite being... Oh, absolutely destroyed. Is able to catch out Auxiliary as well.
Player standing.
Ace doesn't get the kill. Oh, does get one, gets two.
Standing.
Okay, I spoke too soon. He is left alone. And it gets picked off by the Clove. Another
The
round for
retake
VA. The retake.
Yeah,
Jesus.
you know, you saw Imperial get the planter there, and then after that they kind of fell apart. Ace was able to get two, but it wasn't enough, obviously.
Imperial getting the planter and then not immediately dying is
Yeah,
crazy.
it was definitely a crazy play, especially when he was hit by the Fade ult as well. You know, I guess
This goes here.
that allows to extend PA's lead by 3.
Indeed, it looks like we're gonna go towards an A push, which is the more stacked side. The Dizzy does come through and does get shot, as well as keeping on Royal. So they do know that people are here. Royal pushing up a little bit. That dash is going to time out without any use. There is no aggression from the side of BA. That orb is going to be received, but just open up that breach ult, so they might just let it rip as they try and commit onto this A site. Searing is up towards mid again, hasn't really gotten any contact yet. The breach ult does come through, Zon is caught by that. Oh. But Royal is flashed from backside. Cheerleader able to get Zon, but Bobber able to get Auxiliary and Royal. Ace also falling, as well as Searing now all up to Blossom, as Peach is able to get the kill. 7-3 for PA.
We see a lot of ults from PA as well. We have Clove, Cypher, and Omen, while you know, we see that MF only has Cypher ult. They burnt, what is that, 2 ults there, and they lost both rounds, so they burnt the ults. You know, they already used their timeout, so I wonder like what they're gonna try to do here, like to switch something up, because I feel like they've tried everything and, you know, they're just losing gunfights. Like, it kind of reminds me of how PA was map 1.
Yes, this should
Like
do.
they just were not holding the good angles. Or
Does make me curious, as this is generally considered attacker sided, but Zon is able to catch out Auxiliary with that operator, that initial first kill. They do back up. The trips are broken, which leaves B open, but they are scared. He's on that 10s box. Does back up as MF look to turn their sights towards mid, perhaps towards the other side. The Cypher ult does come through, so they are going to know that the jig is up. They aren't towards B any longer. They are going to push out, go towards elbow, but Bobber is able to catch out Ace, as well as Searing,
Last player standing.
as well as Royal. A 3k for Bobber, maybe to make it 4 as Cheerleader tries to swing.
Flawless.
Yep, able to get 4. A flawless for PA.
we're seeing that a lot from PA. Them getting a lot of hero plays. We saw
Last
it
round
was
before the switch.
Omen at first, then it was Imperial, and then Jekko there. So a lot of hero players coming from PA side. We see that PA calls a timeout.
PA calling a timeout is kind of
Interesting.
yes.
Maybe somebody needs to go use the bathroom on their side right now.
Someone's got to refill their drink. Or maybe the cat got out.
Guess we'll see. Maybe they want to change something up. Maybe they want aggression, throw MF off. But
Maybe they're just keeping MF on their toes, but it definitely gives the attacking team a little bit of time to discuss, try and figure out something that'll work. Maybe close this off as an 8-4 half, which definitely isn't preferred when you're on the better side, but you know, more rounds is more rounds. Or maybe they're shooting for the 9-3 curse, who knows.
that's what I was thinking. 9-3 curse maybe gives them a better chance going into half. We see that MF is the only ult they're close to is the Fade ult, 3 ult points away, and PA has 3 ults ready to go, almost on Jet Knives as well.
They do have Searing's ultimate, so they do have a little bit of util if they're
Knock
able
him
to
down,
get,
Breach.
or a little bit of know-how if they're able to get the opening kill, but it's more a question of if they're able to get the kill. They're gonna look towards some mid aggression as the spike is A side. They are going to run into Zan's op. They do get smoked off, however. Peach does spot Searing towards mid, but that isn't too unusual, as that usually is their lurker. Ace. If he swung, would have had the timing on to Peach, but ultimately decides to back off. Sun still posted up with his op, looking towards mid. But their Omen Smoke does come out, and Bobber is able to catch out Auxiliary. They are gonna go towards that A site, but they are now down a member, and PA may know. Oh. But as the rotates come through, they set their sights towards B as the spike rotates out. Ace is able to catch out Imperial. This is opening the site up completely.
30
Zon
seconds
still
left.
has that up, looking to see if there are any lagging members of MF, but Ace is all the way in spawn already. That does trigger the Clove ult.
Spike planted.
Peach in their spawn. Zon is able to catch out Royal. Peach. Oh! Unable to catch out Searing. That ult does come through. The Clove unfortunately dies, unable to find any kill. Zon has picked up a real gun. Gecko Wingman on the defuse. Thrash gets a hit. It is all up to Searing to kill that Wingman, but the bullets go wide. That is a 9-3. The curse has been
Switching
activated.
sides.
So we see that, you know, that wingman goes down, and then the Gecko ult instantly after, which allows them to secure the round, making it a 1v2. And kind of stopping any spray as all of them tried to, or the two remaining members tried to back up to not get hit by it. I was getting a little worried there that the timeout gave MF some momentum, but it seems that PA was able to get some footing there and get a good retake going.
Yep. PA wasn't letting anyone through, but we switch sides. We see PA on attack now, and it looks like they're going to go heavy towards this A side, which is also the side that MF have opted to stack. We see Ghosts in the box with almost everyone inside, beside Imperial, who is going to lurk up towards mid. Royal is quick to get into that cubby with Ace as well. Auxiliary on the other side to try and play that cross. Royal able to catch one, but immediately falling. Cheerleader is able to catch one as well. Bobber gets the trade, but immediately traded back. It is now all up to Peach, as the rest of MF is absolutely searching for him. Searing, unable to get the timing, doesn't see him quite cross back towards mid. He does have to recover the spike. Does get the pick on to Ace, as well as Cheerleader. Auxiliary is low as well. This is quickly being thrown into what could be a PA win. Searing. It's all up to him to see if he can recover this. Peach does get the cross. They do know.
Oh, and
okay.
Coach able
Searing
to
clutches it out.
make sure. I'm sure that the entire team on MF was worried there for a second, be like, okay, did we just throw 4v1 on pistol rounds? But thankfully Searing was able to secure the round for them, making a 9-4. We see that MF buys up here, Royal with a outlaw, and Ace back with that judge. Maybe trying to relive the moments of game one where you got that 3K.
Stay awake. They strike again.
Judge Demon, for sure. We are gonna see a couple pistol buys from the side of PA, but overall, just the Eco Demons, they are gonna rush through mid and maybe try and play into Searing's side as the Dizzy comes through and the smoke as well. They are gonna all rush. Searing firing some warning shots, does get blind by the Omen, and Greek is able to pick him out. Auxiliary does get Zion.
Spike planted.
Cheerleader falls as well. This is now a 3v3 as MF goes to retake, but they do have the gun advantage as
find
only
you.
one of the guns from the defenders was retrieved. Imperial does have
Last player standing.
Robert unable to get ace. Now all up to Imperial with his bulldog. Ooh, Royal. No
Oh,
scope
runs
with
at
the
him with an
outlaw.
outlaw. Definitely an interesting play. I would have thought that Royal would have stuck it there, but you know.
I mean, absolutely not the worst eco you could ever wish for. You know, you got 2 guns out of the other hands and some good damage on the side of MF as well, so...
Oh, 100%. PA knows that they've got rounds to play with, so I'm sure that they're just trying to, you know, not lose 3 in a row. They're just trying to win 1 at a time.
Exactly. That's all you gotta do when you're only gonna win 4, but
That goes there, this
we
goes
are gonna
here.
see, looks like a B mid
This
take.
is a nice
We
spot.
have 2 towards the mid side and the rest towards B, as it is only Searing on that side. He is gonna close that door. They are going to break it immediately, but there are some trips in the middle over the initial trip. Missing a little bit on it, but that's okay. The plant does get down. It is going to be a 5v5 retake ace. Again with his judge, trying to see if he can get anything. Does get caught out by the camera that was placed initially, but Searing also has a camera as his own. The mid players jump in. Ace is able to get 2 with his judge. Okay, I'm sorry, I doubted you. Now,
Last player standing. Ult is ready.
I lag out, and Ace gets 4.
Ace gets 4 there, gets 2 with the judge,
No
and
button.
finishes off 2
Save
more
the
with
day.
that Vandal. I think you heard that you were doubting him, and he was like, I gotta prove her wrong.
My bad, bro. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. Sorry I ever doubted you.
9-6, never doubt the judge game.
Never
He
doubt
picks
the
back.
judge back.
Picks back up a judge, opting to give the Vandal to somebody else. Royal picks up the op, the bad luck operator.
The bad luck operator could definitely help.
Every time I
PA.
see this skin come out, MF loses the round.
They are gonna
My
swing
ult's
directly
ready.
into it, however, that is Zon immediately taken out of the fight. The wingman is able to blind 2, but Ace is able to get 1 with his judge, immediately getting shot down
know
by
exactly
Imperial.
where
A 3v2, but the gun advantage is still in the paws of MF.
Enemy down.
Imperial picked up the operators, able to catch out Auxiliary. This is now suddenly a lot more even than it was before. Cheerleader and her teammate all stacked together.
Done here.
Perhaps waiting to pick up more guns, waiting for the plant to go down. Imperial
One
does
enemy
go
remaining.
to plant, shut down by
Spike down
Searing.
Team A.
9 bullets, unable to make them connect. Another round for MF.
Closing the lead to 2 here. We see that, I think that's the first round. I think they broke the curse with that operator. I think MF won the round with the operator. We see that PA uses a timeout here. What do we think that they're going to try to change up? I've noticed that they've been going towards A lot. So maybe they try something B, maybe something mid.
They do go towards A a lot. They also like to 5-stack a lot, not really having any of that default aggression. I feel like MF are the rotators of all time. So if you know, wiggle around, get some aggression, a little bit of everywhere, then that might maybe help your case. But we'll certainly see what they have on the docket as they go into the next round, trying to see if they can maybe make this timeout stop the momentum of the MF players.
As the timeout comes to an end, we see that, you know, PA is a pretty good buy here. It looks like all of them can buy, so maybe they'll... Oh, yep, there they go. They force up. All can buy perfectly. We see that they have a little bit more of a split here as it's looking 3 towards B, 2 towards A. Op is mid with Royal's hands.
Instead, as a default, I suggested they are going to stun out A, but no peekers initially. Royal does use his dash, but doesn't take any aggression towards mid, so opts to maybe move around. Zahn looking to see if he can get anything, maybe catch out Searing, but unable to, as Searing wins that fight. The op is able to catch out Imperial as he hits that trip. The wingman does unfortunately fall. Thrash is going to come through, which doesn't unfortunately catch out Royal as he opts to switch to the shorty. Peach does get the kill. The smoke does come out and Peach does take some tick damage. Oh, the metal with the teammate Molly is so sad, and that is another round for MF.
We see a little bit of a team kill there. I mean, you know, fortunately, that's the part of playing with Gecko's Molly. Another round for MF, making the lead. Only 1 in PA's favor. We see that MF has a decent bit of ults here. They have Fade, Clove, and Jet. Well, PA only has Clove and Omen. Also see that, I mean, they're relatively close, MF, to all. They're all 3 more for Breach and 1 more for Cypher. Maybe we'll see a little bit of an ult spam here going towards mid.
They are all definitely close. We are going to see that op towards A this time. However, there is no one over there, opting again for a mid push opening door. Immediately, Searing gets spam through his ding a little bit. Ace is able to catch out one auxiliary another, but the trades do come through and the Clove does res themselves. Unfortunately, not enough bullets in the Stinger as auxiliary does catch out the Clove one more time. They are going to shift their sights towards B, trying to overwhelm Searing, in which they do. They now have that sight for free. It is going to be a 3v3 retake, however, the gun advantage in the side of MF. Zahn is trying to see if he's able to catch anything back here. The stun does come through, but it doesn't connect. Cheerleader pushing through. Peach does only have a Marshall. Okay, Marshall or not, gets the shot onto Cheerleader. Royal is dashing out on him. Is able to get the right click. Bobbert gets 2 with the Stinger. It's all up to Royal and Zahn.
That was an unfortunate timing there. They looked like they were going to clear Bobbert out, and then they all turned to fight the guy on the right, but allowing Bobbert to get 2. Unfortunately, allows PA to extend their lead a little more to 2 rounds. We see Royal buy another operator while the PA is just full of rifles. We see that Fade ult still up in MF's hands. Maybe they'll do something with it this round on a retake.
Definitely.
Up toward that zone B. Maybe if we take on B here.
Up is towards A. Gonna swing right into his crosshairs. That is the smokes down for the side of PA, but they are lurking up everywhere else, and they do have a Clove as well, running the double smokes. I might have forgotten. They do have some aggression towards B, and that is where the spike is located. They are going to see if they can sniff anything out, but they are not seeing anything just yet. Royal now posted up towards mid, but he is going to get smoked off. There's no clue that the attackers are going to cross. Cheerleader able to get the initial pick on the people in mid. But Imperial getting the pick nonetheless, despite being decayed. Zahn is able to catch out Searing after Bobbert falls, but Ace is able to catch out Imperial with his judge. It's all up to Zahn, and they know where he is because the Fade dog has been marked. Another dog comes through, and the breach util as well. It is a battle of the util. Able to catch one, but they are just gonna stick that spike as Royal gets the shorty kill.
I'd like to point out that even though Ace has the money for a Vandal, he's still behind that judge. He still has that judge. He keeps forcing it back up. You know, I mean, he has 15 kills with this, so maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe he actually is judge only.
Let this guy in. Who let this guy in?
Judge only.
Judge only GM.
Heading towards A here, PA.
Things are coming out, so they do smell that there is going to be some aggression. The op shot comes out, but it does miss as Zion gets the kill with the knives.
Exactly
Ace
where you are.
gonna get spotted out. Oh my god, is able to catch out. Peach and Auxiliary catches out 2 on long. Imperial does have that off, and he is kind of a menace with it, but he is gonna get smoked off. So, unfortunately, not much that they can do there. He's lurking with that judge. A monster. Come on, Robert. Able to get 2, maybe 3. Indeed, 3. Ace, an absolute demon, picks up the op. 10-10.
10-10, and
There.
you know, we see that the judge is just staying in Ace's hands. He does not want to buy a Vandal.
Someone stop this man.
Nobody can. I don't think he's died with the judge in a while.
Ace is. I like these strips. Look at those.
Double up.
For the updraft, but Rayla's going to peek B main, try and see if he can get anything with his operator, but there's not going to be anyone there as the Cypher is going to be jump peeking. Imperial now looking towards B side, but Ace does fall. That judge is down. No more demons. Cheerleader not quite getting the timing onto Imperial now. Stuck between a rock and a hard place as the rest of his team is coming back to save him. Cheerleader is able to get the pick, however, and retreat back towards Royal. The map is now favored towards MF as the attackers regroup. Try and see what they can do. Swing straight into Royal, but Zahn is quick to get the trade. A 2v3. However, soon is 30 HP and does get picked off. That pushes the rotate towards mid, and Auxiliary does hear those loud footsteps from the clove. Does get picked off now. All up to Zahn as he plants a spike on A. There is range for those clove smokes to come through. Zahn not quite playing aggressive, waiting for MF to push on a bit of
Let's go!
not a push, but the breach ult does come through. It isn't going to
Right
hit,
there.
maybe a waste, but they do have a sneaking suspicion that Zahn is posted up there.
Last player
Is
standing.
able to catch out. Auxiliary is all up to Cheerleader. Not sticking. It's gonna run out of time. And the shorty shots misses. Zahn with the clutch. Oh my.
Unfortunately, the breach out there, I think, was like half a foot off of connecting with Zahn there. Just barely misses him.
I have extra money if anyone needs.
Zahn the goat.
Allowing him to find 2 there. The judge, after it's downed, it was just nobody else could stop him.
Their biggest weakness, a shotgun.
Yes, for sure.
Stay focused.
We see that they're starting to do another, looks to be maybe a B split here, going towards mid, or just a default.
Looking like a little bit of a default. Royal is going to push that up back towards A, and it looks like someone might swing directly into it, and they do. The first pick, but Zahn is able to get out Cheerleader. Searing immediately trading back, however. Royal is going to push with his operator up to see if they can get any more. Imperial is going to look towards that mid. The door was shut, however, so there's not much that he's going to get towards that. Auxiliary does catch out the Cypher. The Gecko ult does come through. Isn't able to find anyone, doesn't catch that Searing is hiding in that smoke. Ace does have his
One
signature
enemy remaining.
shotgun, and Bobbert left alone in main. They are not going to let that Gecko plant the spike, and Ace
Judge to finish him off.
gets the kill.
Seems they couldn't find a way out against that doubled up trip.
Weapon here.
Omen jumped out, unfortunately was not able to secure the kill though. See that, you know, this Judge and Op combo that they're doing is working pretty well for MF right now. See that Fade ult is still up for MF. Maybe they'll try some sort of retake. PA on a save here with one hero rifle. Looks like Zahn will try to knife next round.
2 hero rifles. This Peach also has a Phantom. They are going to look towards this east side. Cheerleader able to get one with her shorty. Imperial gone from the world. The Fade ult does come through, and that dog is going to chase after people. Searing able to catch out Peach somewhere. Ace dogging once more. Judge and Dream does get shot down. Fortunately, Auxiliary trying to get some more fights towards mid, but team runs away. The Clove ult does come through, but Royal is a runner. He's a track star. He is out, and Auxiliary catches one with his Aftershock. Royal now up on the box as the rest of PA look to end on A.
One remaining.
Has the number, but unfortunately isn't able to do anything. Royal does fall off the box, but it's all up to Bobbert.
30 seconds left.
Just a classic. And it's 12-11. Are we going to see overtime again?
I will say that is Breach's second
Match point.
Aftershock kill this game. I think, you know, maybe they gotta stop walking into the warning area. No timeouts yet, though. Just a close game.
I don't think there are any more timeouts left. I think
Yes,
both sides
this
have
goes
already
here.
used them their half. But we are gonna see an A push from the side of PA, sort of a
Get
latch-give
out of my way.
effort. They either win this now or we go to map
Cage
3.
three,
We are
cage
gonna
three.
see Zahn dash on through. Unable to catch anything as Searing takes the initial first kill. No trade coming out yet. Ace
Spike
does
down
get
A.
Bobbert with that Judge. Getting 2 before getting traded
Last
by
player
Imperial. Now all up to the Cypher, and it's looking a little bleak, but we could see another potential throw from MF if they get too aggressive. Imperial is able to catch out Cheerleader, but she is just going to be following them. Falls one more time. 7 bullets left in the gun of our Cypher. Royal trying to get the kill, but Imperial
Cage
does
trigger.
catch out Searing. 52 HP. Does know that
Where
Royal's
is
mid.
everyone
Pops
hiding?
the ult for more info. Knows now. Auxiliary. Unfortunately, gets the
We go
kill.
to map 3.
We're going to map 3. We're going to Ascent.
What a close game again.
For real, both of these teams absolutely trying their hardest. Zahn again, taking the top side of the scoreboard, followed by the Clove and then Royal. Ace with his Judge, an absolute demon.
Getting 21 with the Judge. Sure, there were some Vandal kills in there, but you know,
Nah, Judge only.
Judge only.
We are
Definitely-
going Your thoughts? Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely saw a little bit of struggle with PA there trying to get on the Cypher site with no way to break trips.
A little bit of a struggle, maybe a comp diff, if you will, but we'll have to see how that changes when we go to Ascent as we go towards another 5 into our last map of the night.
hearts are burning to break free. Do you feel anything at all? While I lie here on the ground, I felt you take over my mind when I knelt to beg you for your time. It's like a bitch I let you in, but now I'm slowly giving in to ending it. Erase me. I
Welcome back, everyone. Perhaps for the final time tonight, me and Stampy return to you for map number 3 of our quarterfinals, which is going to be Ascent. We had PA take map number 1 and MF take map number 2, so now we are going to be in the decider to close out who is moving forward to fight OS in the semifinals. Stampy, who do you think's going to win this?
Honestly, if I had to put my money on it, I'm gonna bet on momentum. I'm gonna bet MF is gonna win it because they won the last map. If I had to put money on it, that's what I'd have to. That's what I would bet. Just momentum. The momentum carries so hard over to the next game. Obviously, you know, if coming into this game they get shut down, you know, lose like the first 4 rounds, like how PA did map 1, then it'll be a different outcome. But
Gambler's rules say that I have to put my money on PA or PN or what?
you're right.
Party animals. Oh my goodness. Regardless on who wins, this is going to be an interesting map to watch, and I think we are going to go straight into Agent Select, into the most boring map in Valorant history.
Boring. I love Ascent. I think Ascent's fun.
This is the vanilla ice cream of Valorant.
You know, sometimes basic's good.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's kind of boring.
Lock in to that fade. Maybe fade?
Return to the judge. Oh god.
Oh boy. At least we see KJ on this map instead of boring old Cypher. You know, mix something up a little bit.
Sort of par for the course on Ascent. Pretty typical teams from both sides. I mean, the only really, I guess, atypical thing would be the fade from Ace, but even then I think that's not too outlandish.
Yeah, the Jet, both Jets again, you know, ready to duel it out. See who's the better Jet here. See who's the better KO, you know. See who's the better Omen and KJ. And the difference, like you said, is the fade and Sova.
I do think the Sova's better.
Oh, I feel the opposite way, actually. Personally, I think fade, like, I don't know, I just like the dogs over the drone, personally.
I think the dogs are good, but like the ult potential, I feel like Sova is just so much more impactful in those like post-plant scenarios, and also breaking Killjoy ult. Without it, you don't have anything to break that Killjoy ult, so you're kind of just like forced back unless you can whip a Nene on the Killjoy.
Alright. MF is defending this time.
They picked the better side for this map. So we will see if they're able to get that momentum building.
Alright, we see that looks like PA is looking a little bit more towards A for this round. Yeah, they're doing a full 5.
Might be a little bit of mid-aggression as the ping does come out from Cubby, but Ace is going to be on the alert for that. There's some pings towards tree as well.
Where are
the
you?
initial aggression for main will come through too, as Royal is peeking that. Imperial might get timinged, but Ace chooses not to swing that smoke instead. The fight does come through and Royal does get 2.
You see that they start to rotate over now.
Flash.
EA is fighting in garden here. Picks one off.
One
Royal
enemy
might get in.
remaining.
Oh, no. Looks like Ace and Kieran finish it off here.
Royal unable to get his ace, but the round win is secured. It is the momentum poor MF continuing from last round, eh? Or last map, rather.
We see Ace bring out that Judge early on. The Judge is already out. Round 2.
This is toxicity at its finest.
It's gotta be. I'd be getting tilted right about now.
The nodders.
He knows, bro. He knows how guilty he is.
They are gonna go up towards mid, up towards market. Searing is immediately caught off by Zahn. Ace is a little bit of a lurker. Auxiliary is able to get that trade. They are, like, pushed directly up towards spawn. Ace absolutely alone in B main. Do they know? They don't know! Peach is caught out.
I'll find you.
Plant does go down and the retake does begin. Ace, with the ghost in hand, is able to catch out one. Judge now doesn't get that kill, but might get the kill on to Bobbert. Indeed, he does. The 3K from Ace, I believe both, or 2, were with a ghost. But
Push no button. Save the day.
the Judge, it begins.
The Judge. Dude, I'd be so sad that I see that already out. Map to him, and you hear it, it's just like, oh boy, we're gonna have to go through another however many
brother.
rounds of this. He always plays the same angle too. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they know where he's at. He kills them no matter what. We see that PA is going for more of a default here, 3-2. KJ is about to peek top mid. KO Knife goes down towards A with Jet working his way up mid. Ace
Oh my
inside
god,
the
Ace.
smoke. Gets
Ace.
one. Backs out.
Please.
Coach steering on top mid while Omen walks up cat. Nobody's holding him. We see that MF cheerleader walks inside. Another shotgun on the other side. Ace might get a second
Oh
here.
my god.
Cheerleader gets one on the other side. Oh, and Ace gets taken down. Zahn expecting him there in that spot. Zahn picks up the Vandal, maybe trying to work his way into B here. Nobody's holding him, just Searing top mid. He gets onto site. Looks like Searing going to clear him, shuts door.
Here.
Fighting the Searing. Goes towards their spawn. Auxiliary holding him in their spawn.
One enemy remaining.
Searing finishes off and Auxiliary as well. 3-0. Looks like MF's momentum is kept up from last game.
Kept up and continuing the double shotgun on both sides.
The Judge back in Ace's hands.
It's in his paws and he's prepared and he's not scared of any swingers that might come through.
He does not care. It kind of bothers me that that buddy is not matching.
You know, he's trying his best.
KJ starting to walk up with a stinger, maybe looking for the altar up here. No, he chooses to not get it while trying to clear for Ace. He knows he's here, he just doesn't know where he is. Into the Judge, Ace gets one, and backs up 20 HP now. Jet pushing up mid, clearing pizza, backs up. KJ Molly's top, Sova KJ back up a little bit. Looks like they have 4 mid right now, working their way up mid. Omen gets one on Cat, wasn't clear, backs up, smokes off Cat. Old Jet and Sova work their way up mid. There's Omen slowly behind them, working their way towards B. Holding the cross here. They know that they're here, so it's just they're surrounded by all 5. Trying to figure out how to make this work. Do we think Omen clears? Oh, reveals his position. Getting caught. Sova gets blind, trying to get out. Got a couple CT Jets running away. Ace
left.
on site.
One enemy remaining.
But Ace!
Gets shut down by Bobbert, and then Royal trades out Ace. Oh, brother. We got a long game with this Judge, I feel.
A long 13-0? Oh, yeah.
At
Anyone
this rate,
feeling
it's starting
generous?
to look like it. With that judge, if that judge's momentum does not stop. I want to say MF, but it's the judge, man.
This is what we saw map number 1 with MF taking, it was what, like 5 rounds in a row? 6 rounds
I think
in a
it
row?
was 5, if I'm correct.
Yeah, before PA was able to turn the tide. So, you know, maybe we're seeing a little bit of a repeat, but they are going towards the A side ace. Someone stop this man. Zon immediately off the bat is KO mollied out, but he's not that scared. Royal is able to get the trade as he falls, but he's in their head. Cheerleader catching out Imperial. Now a 2v4 as the attackers rotate toward mid. Maybe looking for a re-hit onto A. Coach Searing does fall on B, which leaves it entirely open as that Killjoy util is now absolutely useless, so it does look like they will set their sights towards B. Sneaking up towards mid. Wary of any of the attackers that are on that side, but all of the the defenders rather, are sitting on A still.
30 seconds
is
left.
Caught off. It is now even fight. The Silver Dart, I mean, just barely misses Royal. They go to plant, but
One
Royal
enemy
is
remaining.
in the prime
Spike
spot to take him
down A.
down, and a lot of damage
10 seconds
onto that
left.
KJ,
I
and
got the spike.
that spike
One enemy remaining.
Got 3.
won't have
My
time
ultimate
to
is
come
ready.
down.
Oh,
We'll catch all of the members. We'll get the post plant, but the round will go to MF regardless.
for 5-0, do we think that the curse now from PA?
I'm having
Whoa.
deja vu.
I'm getting PTSD right now.
Surely the solution is one of the attackers picks up a judge.
That's what I was just about to suggest. If they both run, if all them bad judges run at ace, surely one will kill them.
KO does initially come out, which stops Royal from dashing away. Imperial gets that opening pick, and the jet dashes through. Cheerleader tries to get a spam through the smoke. Does anyone catch anyone? Searing does catch out Greek, but his ult still is active. He is smoked off. Ace barreling in with his judge.
Spike
That
planted.
Fade Dog, I think, bites the KO that's sleeping.
You should run.
The attacker Killjoy ult does come through. They don't have anything to break it with unless they rush, and it does seem like they are going to
Player
lead.
standing. One enemy remaining.
That was a
Isn't
very
off.
interesting KJ spot. I will say that.
Yeah, that was debatable, but definitely an effort. Another round for MF. We're not going to see deja vu. 6-0.
6-0, maybe we get maybe the curse starts now. They used 2 also. The PA used KO and KJ out there trying to secure the round, but unfortunately MF judge power was just too strong. And they were just able to retake
Ace-
site.
Did Ace even get anyone with it, or did
Nope.
he just get picked off?
Nope, he got picked off, but he got traded. And that's the only thing that matters.
Time to work.
It's the only thing that matters. He's in their head.
He's in their head.
Get
Royal
out of my
again with
way.
the op, trying to peek towards mid. Top is immediately smoked, however, so no aggression
Stay down.
there. Peach is going to be picked off, however, swinging right into the sight lines of that operator. Don is going to try and get something, but Ace with another judge kill onto Imperial. Don does catch out Auxiliary. Ace with the Fade ult able to catch out 2.
Looks like they're gonna push
Oh.
back out of that. One gets picked off.
Royal able to catch
Spike
up Bomber.
down
They
A.
know where the spike is. Searing
One enemy remaining.
able to get the timing. Now it's all up to Zon. Does have his knives in a stinger, in a dream. Alan is quite close enough to stop that plant, but he's unaware of that. The mid door will break.
30
He will
seconds
catch
left.
Ace.
The judge goes down.
Spike planted.
There is still. Oh, the
Shorty comes out.
the op misses, but the other jet ult is used in the process. Another round for MF,
Thanks.
but I guess he can be happy that you got one of the ults out,
Was that important?
or two of the ults out, because Ace ulted as well.
Dude, it's just like, what am I supposed to say? Every round there's a judge that gets at least one. I
Every
said
round, Ace
ciphers
is
were
the boring.
boring. I said ciphers were boring, but I'm starting to think that this judge is getting boring.
Someone get this guy out of here.
I'd be so frustrated right now, you know. Hopefully this timeout, they didn't. I feel like they just need to decide just to run at this judge. Like, I think they're kind of getting too scared of it. They're allowing it to get more than one kill because they're giving it time to reload and, you know, back up, be safe. Most of the time when the judge does get into a fight, it's low HP. I mean, he's always one shot after the first kill. Maybe they'll try to just hard hit a site.
Ace is just too in their head for anything to really come up of it, it seems. But you know, maybe with the timeout, they've got a new look on life. Maybe they're all gonna buy judges, and that's gonna be the tide that turns.
Timeout comes down. We start to see that they're going towards A here, PA. So, Royal with the op. Ace is also going towards A. Oh boy, they don't know the trap that they're walking into.
They never know. It's the op and the judge. It's the masterful combo. They see the KO knife and they back up as not to get scanned, but they are gonna swing into Royal's sight
Op gets one.
lines.
Spike down A.
Come on, Auxiliary gets two for getting traded. There's the pick from the judge, and Royal gets a second for another round for the defenders.
This op judge combo cannot be stopped. I'm just wondering what's gonna happen on attack. If Ace is gonna keep the judge out, or is he gonna switch over to Vandal?
He picks up a shorty round one, and it's over.
Looks like the
Yeah.
op and judge combo switch back over. Maybe a little predictable. PA's going towards A here. Omen one ways it. Well, you know, three of PA's members kind of sit deciding what they want to do. Omen can't decide whether or not he wants to peek mid or walk out. KJ's walking up mid, taking a little bit of space. Omen smokes off, allowing her to cross, maybe. Or push into the smoke, trying to find a kill on Ace. Ace with the shotgun, walking down mid. Got to fight the KJ.
Oh my god.
Ace gets the kill with the judge.
Stop this guy.
KO ult comes out, stopping the push. Looks like PA wants to back up here a little bit. Ace
is...
already top mid with a judge.
Oh my god, and
Royal
Royal
gets
is
one
in
spawn.
their spawn.
Ace gets one with the judge. Almost gets two.
He's pinched from everywhere. Oh no. This finally falls, and so does Auxiliary up in mid. This is evening out slowly as PA lurk up.
30
towards
seconds
mid.
left.
Searing is watching from mid top, so if Peach does go to cross, they will. No. Oh, they are circling back towards tree to finish on to A. They do have cheerleader sitting in wine,
With a short.
10 seconds left.
looking to. Oh, not planning open this time, so the plant isn't
Spike
stopped,
planted.
but
One enemy
is
remaining.
traded, and so is Bobbert. So the defuse will come through.
You know,
Ninth round for MF.
I would love to point out that MF has, from what I'm seeing, 2 shotgun-only uses on the franchise. They have Ace right now, and they have Cap up an Expert, which both just only use shotguns.
It's up an Expert too? Oh god.
Yes. It's like a disease. It's like spreading to all the tiers.
Spreading. You join MF and then you get stuck in being shotgun only.
Looks like PA is just trying to figure out how they can get 1 round on this team. The op and the shotgunner is very powerful on this map, so they're really feeling it like they didn't feel map 2.
They are gonna have that Omen blend come through, which does cause Royal to miss that initial shot, but they still do have to deal with Ace, who gets his signature 1. He's got his 1, so does get traded, and Imperial is able to find cheerleader somewhere in mid. Has evened out now in favor of PA, however. Zon does lose his fight with Auxiliary, now evening out. Imperial is on a good work towards A, and Peach is able to catch out the KO. The spike is towards A at this point, Royal.
Last player standing.
Ooh, caught switching guns, as now it's all up to Searing, who is sitting in mid, and that's the first round for PA. They're on the board.
They're on the board. Maybe this was a momentum switch. Maybe it was the 9-3 curse all along. Maybe it wasn't the 5-0 curse. Maybe it was the 9-3 curse that we were waiting for. Looks like MF calls a timeout here on the first loss of the half. Ace back. I mean, one thing I'm surprised PA hasn't noticed yet is that the shotgun and the op are always together. I mean, if I heard that op shot, you know what I'd be thinking? Get me out of here. I'd be running away. The judge is also over there as well. I'd just be hitting the other side every time. But, you know, maybe they'll notice that with this timeout. But I guess we'll have to wait 34 seconds to see.
Have to see. You know, this could be the beginning of a really long comeback for PA if they're able to get that 9-3 and push it back towards their favor as soon as they get onto defense.
Emphasize really long.
I mean,
8 rounds.
sleepy, man.
Maybe we'll get some exciting action. Maybe PA will pick up a judge now. They'll have to watch judges on both sides. I'm surprised they haven't already. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You know, maybe they're just trying to be good.
They don't want to turn over to the bad people.
They don't want to turn over to the dark side.
See that they're looking for a B hit here. Knife goes out, hits the 4. As PA starts to approach, kind of slowing down their push. The only person I think that wasn't hit was the Jet there. Omen quick flanking. KO ult goes down. Looks like Silva gets the dart out. Scanning, nobody close. PA floods out. No smoke on CT due to the KO ult. Auxiliary gets 1 from that. Almost gets 2. Gets traded out by Coach. MF on the flank, walking up slowly. Plant starts to go down. Royal with the op and marker. Omen smoke kind of messed up. KJ ult goes down as well, not clearing back both though. Op shot missed. All 3 stairs. Coach Shearing swings like, oh my god. Well, Bobber swings out.
Oh, but they're all gonna be.
Bobber gets traded.
Oh, detained.
And the ace gets the knife though, making it 10-1 MF favor. You know, we're seeing a lot of ops here on MF, or not ops, sorry, ults on MF side, and I don't even think they need it. They popped that KJ ult, but other than that, I mean, they didn't need anything else.
Last round.
I feel like they would have had that round with the KJ ult or not.
Spend everything. Hoarding money is useless now.
Yeah, I mean, we see that Auxiliary's almost on his ult, and Royal's almost on his ult. They almost have 4 ults up here before halftime. And, you know, PA's in the same position here. They have KJ ult almost up, Jet ult almost up, and Bobber is slowly making his way there.
Yeah, they do have.
Omen blind goes out. B main, pushing KJ back off the angle while Omen blinds. Omen's holding the
You
angle.
should
No smoke
run.
down a market yet. There goes the KJ ult from PA. While they hold. The spray is the inch away from Zon's face. Holds down in 3, 2, 1. PA floods out. Dog hits the Omen. Fearing holding back sight with his KJ setup. Cheerleader tries to flood out. Ace gets one.
enemy
Searing's
remaining.
turret gets another, and Searing gets
Spike
one
down,
himself.
B.
Ace is pushing this dude main. And gets picked off, unfortunately. One stare looks towards market.
Oh, they're
Knife
both
goes
on
down,
site.
doesn't hit any. Spike down lane. Flash comes from the KO. Blinds. Forces KO back inside main. While he reswings. And gets picked off by Auxiliary, making 11-1/2.
Oh,
Switching sides.
this entire game is going to be decided by this pistol.
Yes.
If PA can do some absolute magic, they can begin the arduous journey of a very long comeback. But I think you've got to have a really strong mental to still be in it at this point.
Interesting defensive setup here. Coach Searing and the rest of his team looking towards B. Coach might split off and go mid. 3 towards B here, 2 mid. 1 peeks out Cat. Searing sees that and backs off, gets hit by Sova Dart. Royal runs out on the site. That grinder is hitting everybody pushing on the site. KJ gets one traded out by Royal and Ace picks his own. Ace pushing into market, no shorty this time. KO flash is about to go out. KO flash does go out. Good timing by Ace. Behind him,
my.
Ace gets one. Last 2 CT. Bobber with a Eagle. Trying to find one. Zahn finds his. Bobber swings. Coach and the KO low while Bobbert and or not Bobbert. Zahn is low as well.
One
Zahn
enemy
swings,
remaining.
Searing gets one.
There they
Flash
are.
comes out short from Auxiliary. Bobbert's pushing stairs. Gets
Oh no.
killed by Searing. I think Searing got 3 that round. Both low. Looks like 12-1.
Match
PA
point.
has to force here. Looks
mean,
like
there's- No point in saving.
MF might be going back towards B. Maybe not. Maybe I'm a liar. Looks like I am a liar. They're going towards A here with Ace towards B. Ace and KJ towards B. Ace works up B main while KJ peeks out mid. They have 3 mid. Make that 4. Or no, 2 main. 2 mid. Ace gets 1. Gets traded out by Bobbert. Searing backs up. Getting pushed here. Looks like they're doing some sort of crunch mid. Searing loses to the Stinger. Goes down. Looks like A will be a free site for MF. Royal trying to hold them off and spawn. Fighting 4. Or fighting 3 while one comes up mid. Royal backs it up. Giving
do
up
have
main.
A Vandal.
There, yep. PA did get a Vandal. Royal whiff.
Ooh.
Last 2 on site. 1 low on PA. While rest 3 are pretty healthy. Flash comes out. Blinds 1. Almost gets 2. Blind comes out from Omen. And gets taken down by Bobbert.
Round number 2!
Round number 2, and it looks like it was a 4th round. That's a really nice play I saw from PA there, the crunch.
My quiver is never full.
And we'll see what MF decides to do after losing their buy round.
I mean, surely all of the shotguns come out.
Surely I see Ace with a shot. Oh, no shotgun this round.
It's the classic a ghost and a sheriff as
Classic is close enough to a shotgun. That right click, you know,
close enough.
close enough. We see Zon's peeking A main. Looks like the Omen one-ways it. Royal walking amid somebody fighting Cat. Imperial backs it up. while Royal pushes in close. A flash or a knife is about to come out from KO while Royal and MF pushing. Zon gets one.
Spike down A.
Ace looks lost. Zon gets two. MF gets one of his own while Searing picks up Bobber with a deagle.
Swiftly falling apart for PA now.
Looks like they might try
3v2.
rotate here.
A lot of the MF players are extremely low, both on the side of Searing and Blossom, so this could still be winnable if they're able to get the fights. They are going to go on to B. There is some KJ set up there, but KJ is, of course, bent. Not going to do much there. The attackers.
One enemy remaining.
Searing does get the timing onto Zon, and that is the map. 13-2.
Attackers win.
I knew it would all work
You
out.
know,
It always does.
I imagine that the momentum was gonna do some numbers, but I was not expecting, you know, that much of an influence. I will say, although PA had a couple close rounds, they didn't do they weren't getting destroyed every round. I will say that. So, you know, definitely made for some interesting rounds.
I
Ace
do.
dropping 18 with that judge, 6 first bloods on Fade. Nonetheless, more than his due with Royal.
I do wonder if it wasn't more the momentum from F or if it was the exhaustion from the side of BA that sort of brought the 2 close games that we saw into more of a stomp in the last. But regardless, MFR are winners of this quarterfinal game. This means they will go on and play OS in the semis.
I'm just looking forward to that judge and op combo against OS and see how OS takes care of it.
The judge and op moving forward in the ranks.
Yes.
Regardless, are we doing? Do we have an interview from MF or are we? I don't know.
Well, while we wait for that, let's just talk about that judge switch over map 2, because we noticed that map 1, you know, they weren't using the judge as much, but we did see Ace get a 3-piece, which kind of influenced him to pick it up map 2, be like, okay, let's start to use this. You know, I did good with it map 1, so let's try to replicate that, and, you know, from there, they won map 2 and 3 with the judge.